Righty then, we are up and going. Welcome to the Dark Truth, everybody. My name is
What's up,
Mel.
guys? How y'all doing?
Yep.
This is
Sorry, I'm going by
May.
V again. Going by Vito again.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
we've been gone and do apologize. Like I've said on Twitter, and I don't know if we updated on Facebook. Just life has just been
I don't remember either.
it's crazy. Yeah,
I should do that.
had some conflicting schedule.
It's fine.
But
Yeah,
we're here
every
now.
time
That's
like
matter.
one of us would be able to play, the other couldn't. So
Yeah,
or not
exactly.
play, but get on. So yeah, but we're here.
We're
We ain't
here.
going
Yeah,
anywhere.
we're
We're
gonna
not stopping.
we're
We're not quitting.
gonna no, we're not. We're not. Trust me. And
We're not quitting. No, no.
it's we're gonna keep coming back. Don't worry. We might have a week, two that we have to skip. But like I said, we do have our own lives. We do work. I am a single father, so there's times where I can't really record when it comes to having the baby around because I don't want the whole background just being like goo goo gaga and like stuff like that. But nah, we're good. We're good. We're
Hell yeah,
back.
yeah,
We
for
back.
sure, for
We're
sure.
gonna have a just like little chit chat episode to come back with this little hiatus that we had. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I've been trying to keep up with social media. Even social media is hard to keep up with. Not gonna lie. I know I'm slacking a little bit. I
Mm.
will try to do better. I am gonna get better. I'm not gonna say I will try. I am gonna get better at it, for sure.
No, no, we're not trying nothing. We do or don't.
Exactly. We still want to hear from you guys. Not really hearing from you guys as much. Um, I do have a lot of IRL resources telling me what we should talk about, what we can improve, but we want to hear from everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, we
Whether
want like even people we don't even know, like just random strangers on the internet. They got cool
yes,
opinions too.
whether it's a simple hey, like this one episode you guys were kind of quiet, so maybe like the next time you can bring it up. Absolutely. That's great. That's great
Yep,
feedback. I
yep.
love to hear that. We need to hear that cuz we want to
Mhm.
make the best podcast possible for you guys. Make sure everything's good. We're all ready to
Mhm.
go. The works. But
Mhm.
this week's episode,
Exactly.
we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be light. We're gonna talk about success. That is a question I want to ask you, bro. What do you think, in your terms, success means? Like, what can you say maybe in 10 years
Success.
from now? Like, you can look back and be like, I'm successful.
There's like for me, I guess you could say it's like a three-step process. I'm making enough money where I'm not worried. I
Okay.
don't need to be rich. I just want to be enough money to not be worried. Bills are
Yes.
covered, food is on the table, simple.
Yep.
Um, I think second is I'm happy, and that's hard to like grade. It's not like because I know every day is not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be 1, 2, 3. This is what my happiness means. It's not. I just mean like overall, like my life is good. It's just that's definitely opinion based thought process, but just yeah. And then third, I'd have to say like living with good people.
Okay.
Yeah.
As in what though? Not necessarily do you mean by living with good people?
I mean, maybe I have a roommate or two, the girly friends, the whatever, but just live together and on your own. I mean, like even like I said, even if I have like a girlfriend and like 2 or 3 roommates or some stuff, as long as they're good people, I feel like I'd be successful because I'd have people around me that I could trust.
Yeah, that's sounds good. That sounds really good for me, because this is such an opinion based question. Like nobody's true like
Mm.
term for success
Oh
is gonna
yeah.
be the same. Hey, you might get close, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's ever gonna be the same. Like for mine, pretty much same for you. You know, not having to worry about
Mm-hmm.
financial situations. That is one thing that is a big thing for me right now that I'm trying to push myself. I am a
Mm-hmm.
huge spender, and I know
Mm-hmm.
it. I know it sets me back, but
Me
then
too.
I know that I'm gonna do it, and I kind of am okay with it because I'm at that point where I know I could spend somewhat money and still be okay, not putting myself into a hole. Um, but I feel like once
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
becomes
sure, for
more
sure.
successful of a person, you know, kind of,
Mhm.
check the bank account one, I'd be like, you know what? I can go chill with some friends out. Like I can go grab a drink and stuff out, and not having
Yeah,
to
yeah.
worry about it as I'm
Yeah.
doing it. Not sitting there like, damn, I'm gonna have to get
Mhm.
like this lower end drink instead of like this high end good drink that I know it's gonna be good just because it costs money. That's one thing for me that would
Yeah.
make me successful. It's just being financially stable. Another thing for me would be,
Mhm.
how I guess I could put this. I know a lot of people want to be quote unquote famous. That's some things that
I don't
people.
care about that.
I don't necessarily care
Yeah.
about it, but that is something to me. Let's
Yeah.
say if I ever became a Twitch partner or our podcast takes off and we have global audience, that'd
Mhm.
be a something like an end goal for me to be
I
successful.
I could I would well, even yeah, I was gonna say even if it doesn't happen, I wouldn't say I wasn't successful.
Yes.
But it definitely would make me feel successful. Like it definitely adds to it. It doesn't take away if I don't get it, but it adds to it if I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when I was streaming last year, I wound up peaking like at 17 concurrent viewers for like 2 months. To me, for that year, I felt pretty successful. I grew as a person and I held it for a decent amount of time. 2 months might not seem a lot for people, but when it comes to streaming, at least, if you have a current audience for 2 solid months that are coming back saying, "Yo, what's up? I'm back. Like this is me. I'm here." That felt great to me. Whether it was 5 people, 10 people, whatever, like it felt good to me. That was a pretty successful thing for me. I felt like I peaked at streaming because I no longer do it anymore. I don't have the time and shit to do it anymore. But to me, pretty successful. Now, my last, I guess you could say, goal would be, like you said, live the living situation. I would like to have my own house, my own vehicle, a motorcycle, and just living happily with my daughter. And if I have some other significant other at the time, having all those things mixed in together, I think that's just like my key for success. Like just being happy,
Yeah,
ultimately
for
happy,
sure.
not having to really worry about much, and just yeah, just being happy. Like I said, it's not going to be the same for everybody. Because I've asked people like,
Exactly.
yo, like what?
And that's why like
Yeah, go ahead.
no, 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 you're good. Go, go, go.
I've asked people before, but like, what what do you think you need to be successful? A lot of the times the answer is money. Nah, it's not true.
Mhm.
Yeah, money could be nice.
And,
It'd be nice,
and
but
yeah, no, yeah, don't get me wrong. Dude, but see, my thing is like I could feel successful and I could be dirt broke. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if
exactly.
everything and everyone I care about around me is taken care of, if if everyone around me is happy, maybe their dreams are coming true, or I'm helping them succeed into something they want to succeed in, stuff like that. I'm successful. I did my job.
Yeah,
I did something right.
I've recently had
And
some. Oh, good.
do,
No,
I do. I do. I just had a realization. There's like one thing. I wouldn't say it's like a requirement to be successful, but it definitely is something I dream of. I want to leave my mark. I know that sounds like like oh you're trying to be famous, and
it's,
that's not necessarily
yeah,
what I mean. I just I want at least someone or a few people to remember me,
yeah,
and
exactly.
like not be forgotten when I'm gone.
Yeah, totally,
And I don't
totally
mean
understand that.
mean just family. Yeah, yeah. Just some people remember who I am. I'm gone, and they're like, that dude. You know what I mean? Leave a mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently I had somebody come to me and ask me, like, they're like, how old are you? I'm 26. So you started working 16, 17. I said, yeah. So like, to 10 years, right? 10 years ago. Do you find yourself successful now compared to 10 years ago? I said, absolutely. I have been through worse jobs, worse financial situations, worse living situations. I've been down, and I feel like within the past 10 years, I have done a lot better as a person than I ever have been. Everybody goes through some troubles and stuff. Some people got it easy. I went through troubles. I got out of those troubles, and I'm living not my perfect world, but I'm living a better world than I was 10 years ago. And to me, in a 10-year span, I feel like I'm pretty successful. I'm an assistant kitchen manager for where I work. I worked for that. I worked hard for that, you know. So it also just doesn't success
Yeah, for
isn't
sure, for
like
sure.
over time either. Well, not over time. I'm trying to. I gotta let me reword this. It's not looking when you're like 60 saying, all right, yeah, I'm successful. No, you can have times that are, or certain things that
Yeah.
you're successful at, and that all adds up to being successful overall.
Mm.
You know,
Well, like I feel like thus far I'm successful. I have my downs. I'm not doing like great.
yeah,
Money's still a
that's
punk, but
that's what I
I'm
said though.
doing
Like
better than I've been. Yeah.
in the past 10 years, do you find yourself being more successful than you were, or even 5 years? Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, because you
Yep.
know, even if in those five
Well,
years I've
5
grown as a person,
years, maybe
and
not.
but we definitely probably are better off than we were before. So, you know, I know
Yeah,
I
for
am for
sure.
I definitely am for sure. Like I love where I'm at right now at this given moment, and I wouldn't change it for anything, honestly.
Hmm.
You know,
Oh no, no.
but like
And that's the thing. There's things I want to improve on. There's things that I do want to change, but I believe that everything is a process. You don't get, I mean, you don't get what you want in one night. Like that's not how life works.
even being successful, you always got room for improvement too. So like,
Oh, for sure. You should never stop growing. You should never stop learning. You should never you should never quit, like
yes,
it doesn't matter if you're multi-millionaire freaking living the good life. You can still learn. You can still make more money. Like it doesn't just stop.
yep, yep.
You can be a better person. You can, like, I don't remember who it is, but I think is he a singer or an actor? I don't remember. But he said my idol is me 10 years from now.
Nice.
My idol is me 5 years from now.
That is
Me
actually like a
in
very
5 minutes from now.
that is a strong.
My idol is me in the future. Like he's like everyone always tries to like pinpoint someone else to idolize. Or like, no, idolize yourself in the future. You want to be better, right? So see yourself better and become that person. So make that person yourself and your idol.
Yes,
So
that's very. It's actually very
I thought
strong.
that was phenomenal.
Very strong.
Yeah. Mm,
So now let me ask you this:
that's like one of my favorite quotes of all time. Yeah, yeah.
Let-
What's up?
Do you think, within the current like things that have been happening in the past year, COVID, you know,
Hmm.
everything, the movements, do you think that could stunt people's success, or do you feel like, as a person, you should realize what's going on right now in the world, and you should work with it, and you should still focus on yourself? Because I feel like, yes, the
Mm.
world is going to shit. We get it. Everything's happening, but you still got to focus on yourself, man. Like you got to work.
Well, so I guess for me that would be like a two-part question. So I believe if your goal in life is to, get a certain job and work in a certain field and get a certain place, it could possibly stunt. It could. It could hurt you. I'm not even gonna try and lie about that. It could honestly, it could slow you down. It could hurt.
Yeah, I could see it.
I
Yeah, if you
I'll
put
agree
it in
that,
that, if you put it in
and
that
I can
aspect.
agree with that, and yeah. But on the other side of it, you never stop growing. So like, say you can't get a certain job because COVID. So maybe the company you want to work for is not hiring. Yada yada yada. You can now, so you can't get that right now, right? So what you do is you find somewhere that's similar, that gives you work experience, that gives you life experience, that gives you experience to be able to look better for that job. And it's not easy, but you got to do it. It's how it works. Have to keep. You have to make yourself better. So when things around the world around you kind of closes in a little bit, slows down, and everything's cool again, you can move forward. You have to always make sure that you're striving to better yourself, no matter the situation that is going on around you. You cannot use the world as an excuse. You must fight always. The world is not going to stop. You
Yep.
can't just stop.
couldn't honestly have put that any better. Honestly, like couldn't put that any better. So yeah, man. Like, I just feel like what we're going through now. I feel like people gotta just take a step back and focus on themselves. I know I did for a while, not so long ago. I didn't necessarily cut ties. There was some people I went to. I was like, look, if I ain't around, I'm focusing on myself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you are
I mean,
your
you didn't
worst
tell
enemy.
me, but I kind of figured.
Yeah, yeah. We were on
But
that mental level of brotherhood. That's like we
yeah,
know what's going
yeah.
on with each other, and
It's all good, B. You fix it. It'll be
yeah.
okay. I'm still gonna be here, man. You do the thing.
But you
For sure.
you are your worst enemy, and I can't say that
Facts.
with any more like intensity. Like you just yeah, people can
You
get to
are.
you, people can say things, people can do things, but in the end, like you're the one that's processing that information, and you're the
I
one
got
that's
two
putting it.
quotes then. Well, I got two quotes, man,
Let me
for
hear it,
that.
let me hear it.
So first of all, I mean, I know a lot of this world likes to judge themselves based off of looks, right? And you're
Yes.
gonna look in the mirror and be like, dude, I'm ugly, right? Right? I mean,
Hmm.
people have that issue, right? And that kind
Yeah,
of ties in everything, and
it's
that
a
helps
true
with,
issue.
that makes
Yes.
your self confidence down, all that. Yeah, yeah. So look in the mirror. Guess what? You're not your type, man.
You know what?
You're not your own
I've
type.
never thought about that, but you couldn't have said that any freaking better. You could have not
Like you look
said
in the
that any
mirror, you're
better.
like, dude, I'm ugly. You're not your own type. So why does it matter what you think of yourself? Look outwards, get out of there. Who cares, man? You're not your own type. Get over it. That noise, all right?
Yeah, I couldn't
Second
have
of
said
all,
that
you're
any
trying to
better.
work in on yourself, right? You're trying to work on yourself. Trying
Yes.
to move forward. Yada yada, you gotta look inwards to grow. Well, you gotta remember that your dream is your dream.
Yeah.
It's not your mom's, it's not your sister's, not your wife, not your husband's, not your kids. It's nobody else's. It's your dream. So looking outwards and trying to expect the world to either give you stuff or you can't do it because the rest of the world wasn't that. It's not their dream. They don't freaking care.
Yep.
I mean, even if they do care, but it's not. It's still your dream. Who cares about your dream more than you? Nobody. Nobody's gonna care
True.
more about your dream than yourself.
In the
And the only way to
famous
go forward with that is push it.
in the famous words of Lil Wayne, everybody's selling a dream, but I'm just cheap to buy one, bro. Like your dream is yours. Don't your dream. No,
Yep.
it's a stupid line,
Yeah. No.
honestly.
No.
But
No. For sure. For sure. Yeah.
at the
No.
same
No. No.
time, it means a
It's
lot.
yeah.
Don't try to do
Exactly.
what everyone else is doing. Don't get me wrong. There's
Don't.
people that want to do all that stuff, like streaming. I wanted to be a big streamer,
Mm-hmm.
but then when I figured out I couldn't do
Yep.
it, kind of just said it's not necessarily for me because
And
I don't want to
that's
say I wanted to
okay.
follow a trend because at the time, streaming was getting big. Hey, it's a good time to
Yeah. It's
drop
huge.
in on it, but do what you want
Mm-hmm.
to do. Like just like you said, your dream is
Mm-hmm.
your dream. Let that.
I mean, that's my issue right now. Like, I've been thinking about going back to college. I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I'm 27 years old. I still
Dude,
don't
I
know what I
still
want to do
ask
when I
myself
grow
to this day.
up.
I still ask myself to this day. To what do I really want to do?
Um,
And I still have people ask me too, like what do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years? And I'll tell them I really just
I,
do
I,
not freaking know.
I don't not know right now. At the moment, I'll be honest. I have no idea what I want to do when I grow up. I'm gonna
I
be honest about it. I'm trying to go back to school. I don't know what to go to school for.
yeah.
No freaking idea.
I just
I
recently
I, I, I don't know nothing.
full committed into the food industry. I had a interview to become a
Mm-hmm.
manager, and I told myself because
Oh, it's good.
the guy asked me, he was like, so what do you want to do this? And I told him because I didn't know what I wanted to do as a career, and I'm good at what I do,
Mm-hmm.
so I might as well go ahead and try to make this my
Mm-hmm.
career. And he said, what do you mean try to
Yep.
make this your career? I said, like I said, I don't know what I want to do still as a full time career. I like the food industry. I'm comfortable with it. I can
Mm-hmm.
literally go to any restaurant and
Mm-hmm.
probably work it if you give me a day or two. So I
Mm-hmm.
told him, this is what I want to do now. This is the door that is opening for me to become successful. And I'm going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see it.
you
I
could
see it.
dream
Yeah.
about a shit ton of things. You could dream all you want.
Mm-hmm.
You might not make every single one of those happen, but I guarantee you one of them will. If you focus on it, put your
Mm-hmm.
mind to it.
Mm-hmm. And like right now, I'm working at Domino's. I think. Am I done with my training yet? No, I'm not done with my training yet. I'm training to be manager already. Like I don't have to pay yet, but like once I'm done with training, I literally when I clock in, I'll get paid for it to be manager. It's dope. I'm already there.
Yeah.
Manager. I've been here for like a few months, whatever. Super easy. I mean, the GM and she's probably gonna help me to be the assistant general manager. Like I'm moving up, and I don't know. Maybe I one day own a freaking Domino's. I don't know. At the moment, that's what I'm doing because that's the door that, like you said, that's the door that's open for me right now.
Yeah.
I don't really know if this is what I want to do. I'll be honest. I have no idea.
Yeah,
But it's
I'm
a door.
still iffy on it too. And I'm
Yeah,
putting one foot
it's
in
a
and
door
keeping
though,
one
and
foot
I'm gonna
out.
ride it because, yeah. Well, I'll do a little more than one. You know, I'm gonna have like 3/4 of my body in the door because it's the door that's open right now,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have like a hand waiting because if something pops up on the outside, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm gonna
grab that
grab
real
that.
quick and yank. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah,
And like I want to go back to college. I actually still have my GI Bill, so I'm still able to go without having to worry about
oh,
money.
nice.
I even get more money for doing it.
Yeah,
So I'll get paid like
gotta take
fifteen
advantage,
hundred
man.
to $2,000 a month.
Gotta take
So
advantage
I
of that.
might as well. But my issue is I gotta figure out what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I was thinking about like video game design, but that industry is so hard to get into. It's like that would be so
You know what we
freaking
need?
hard.
You know what we need more of, man? We need more esport barn girls, man. Telling you, with your business management and
I
my
know.
food industry, dude, it could happen, bro. I'm telling you, it could happen.
I
And we would
mean,
both be successful
bro.
at that point.
Bro,
We've always talked about it. You know, it's
we
always
need to
been a
start
thing.
mugging.
It's always been a
I
thing, man.
know,
It's always
man.
been a thing.
I know it has, man. I know. Yeah, that'd be so dope.
Yeah,
You gotta move out here though.
that's I'm okay with that.
Move out here though. All right, bet.
All right, so kind of closing in on time here. Though, like I said,
Yeah, yeah.
little short episode. We're gonna get back on track to what we were doing, updating socials. Probably still gonna have a
Yeah,
TikTok
for
coming
sure.
soon. I've been working on my TikTok. It's been growing. I have like over 1,200 followers now. So
That's
I don't.
amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm just doing what I've been doing and just kept going with it. I don't know if we're gonna have a TikTok coming soon. I know we will have one. May is in charge of Facebook. I am in charge of Twitter. Instagram is kind of dead right now because just it's in the middle of both of us.
I mean, Instagram sucks anyways.
Yeah.
And Instagram sucks anyways. So there's that.
But we will keep
The algorithm is trash.
Twitter and Facebook will be updated regularly.
Mm-hmm.
We still want to hear you guys when it comes to different topics. I really want really want to do a episode where we just listen to people's topics, we talk about them, we go deep into them. If it has to be multiple episodes, let's freaking do it. Let's do it.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, but that's it for today. That's all we got. Well, that's all I got. I don't know if you got anything else to
Yeah,
say.
I'm trying. That's all. I mean, just everyone stay safe. Keep your heads on. Never give up. Life is good. I promise. Maybe not now, but it will be.
Yes. All right, everybody. Don't you stay safe. Deuces.